Hello, hello. Perfidious Pete here, back to toss a few more sexual innuendos at a thoroughly oblivious Colfax as I continue my romantic pursuit of the most beautifully mohawked lady in all of the Rebel Galaxy. Though, at this point, I gotta admit, I'm starting to wonder if maybe it's not that Colfax isn't picking up on my innuendos, but that she's just deliberately pretending not to pick up on them. Basically, everything I've ever said to the woman could be misconstrued as an offer for a, romantic liaison, but Colfax, she goes with the literal meaning every single time. And
Come
it's
on
reached,
back anytime.
yeah, I'll be back because I got to drown my heartache here, bartender pal, but you know I'm coming back. But it's reached the point that even someone who's sort of as exceptionally poor at interpreting signals of a romantic interest as myself is starting to get the hint. And the hint seems to be that Colfax wants absolutely nothing to do with me, which admittedly sucks for me for a couple different reasons. I mean, mainly, I'm not a likable man. I'm not a good person. My adventures here in the Rebel Galaxy, I'm inveterate scum. And if I can't even interest a murderous scumbag like Colfax in me romantically, there's not a lot of hope for my long-term chances from a reproductive standpoint. I'm a criminal, a fugitive, a possible accomplice to genocide, and a definitive accomplice to an entire slew of hate crimes. I mean, I've got that under my belt. Who else is going to want to be with me if not another criminal, fugitive, and perpetrator of hate crimes? I mean, we get birds of a feather and all that stuff. And if that's true, then that means the only people who I've met that I might be romantically interested in the Rebel Galaxy and who might potentially share a romantic interest in me are Colfax, who clearly is definitely not interested. She's made that abundantly clear. Xenia, who is a rampaging lunatic and may also actively want me dead. And Juno, who is my aunt. Which makes that particular romantic potentiality creepy for a couple different reasons, not the least of which is the whole sort of May-December incest romance thing. I'd rather just avoid that entire jar of pickles. So, yeah, I mean, I'm thinking I'm spending a lot of time in bars drinking away my sorrows because all my experiences in the Rebel Galaxy thus far have seemed designed to try and force me into a bar to drink away my sorrows. I'm starting to wonder if maybe this whole sort of railroad plot isn't an elaborate scheme from the Bartenders and Brewers Union to just make sure that they have a steady base of clientele. I mean, you can't drown your sorrows unless you have sorrows and liquor to drown them in. It's kind of, again, a conspiracy theorist of the world unite. Possible chance there.
There you are.
So we get some Red Devils, Sparrows, Colfax. I keep calling her Colfax. Her name is actually Colfax. Well, let's go wreck her shit then before she powers up. What do you say, Colfax? Colfax, whatever the shit your name is. I'd really like to stop picking up cargo containers filled with nuts and bolts, too.
Pick up as many turrets as you can before they come online.
Okay. Pick up as many whats as I can? Turrets? Oh, she wants me to blow up the turrets before they... Man, the new neutron beams are really holding it down. They do a hell of a lot of damage. That's real good. A Mark IV swarm turret. I mean, that's some cash at least, right? Ordnance crate, we'll pick that up. I tell you what, why don't you take out the turrets?
It's only a matter of time before she's mobile too.
I'm more interested in picking up these crates. What the hell are you even talking about, by the way, Colfax? This ship over here, is this what we're supposed to be destroying? It's just a Red Devil flagship. I mean, I can blow one of those up without a whole hell of a lot of problem. Get this shot off. We'll spin to put our undamaged side to the flagship. And then we'll start firing missiles of our own.
Is fully active now.
Wow, okay, so you took quite a bit of damage here. Hey, Colfax, you're gonna have to start fucking pulling your weight on this one. Not really helping out much. Get some more missiles off. Are we even punching its armor? I don't think we're even making a dent in its armor.
Enemy craft inbound.
They're calling in reinforcements. Watch your back.
Yeah, this is not going well, Colfax. Why is it every time you actually try and sort of interest me in a mission, it ends in fucking tragedy specifically for me, and usually with me exploding in a violent frenzy of debris in space? I'm gonna... Yeah, you really do, Sparrow, and I think maybe that might be a good idea for both of us, really. Alright, so the Red Devil Proteus. Holy crap, we're taking a lot of beam hits there. That's, yeah, a lot of missiles, too.
Missiles inbound.
Well, it's good that we're getting some help, because we really need it. We're not even putting a dent in this dreadnought.
Engines impaired.
Yeah, it's just leech turrets. It's really, all things considered, totally not a problem. Trell, I really wish Trell would shut up every time I get hit by a leech turret and not sort of pester me with it. Be like, oh, we get hit by a leech turret again. Hey, you get hit by a leech turret again. Hey, Pete, did you notice that there's some leech turrets over there that hit you? Maybe keep an eye on those leech turrets, Pete. Oh, Pete, leech turret. Yeah, leech turret again. I fucking know, Trell. I know. Let's focus on the ships that may or may not be killable here.
Wow. This heat?
You do got to get out of this heat, Sparrow. You and me both, my love.
No.
Sparrow exploded? Mercenary Sparrow has ejected. So, Sparrow, well, that was... You know what, Sparrow? Money well spent. You were a good mercenary. I'm glad that I've had you on board and enjoyed your company for as long as I can. It was only a matter of time before our relationship ended in tragedy. Nobody is really doing shit to these enemies. I mean, we are not... all the people that are supposed to be helping are not fucking helping. We'll take your data cubes. I don't know if this mission's gonna be doable. If Koufax explodes, I'm just gonna leave. I don't care. If Koufax dies, that's it. I'm writing this mission off. This shit is done. It's a done deal.
Engines are no longer impaired.
Yeah, it's nice, but we've also suffered sort of catastrophic damage. Got a Red Devil Raider here. This we should have no real problem bringing down. So you're done.
Rubber shields down.
Wow. What target craft are we talking about that's now destroyed? Militia? Your militia support craft is real fucking ruined. You look like shit. You look like shit on a shingle. Is this the dreadnought? Because I can't really afford to tangle with this thing. Alright, so I'm going to cut speed here. Let's start doing some spam firing. Okay. The shields back up. I can get it. I can sort of get its shields down a little bit, but it seems like every time I get its shields down and start to the point where I need to do actual armor damage here, everything falls apart. How am I getting outrun by this thing? It's a dreadnought. It should not... Man, those beams are just cutting me apart. This thing should not be able to do this much damage to us, though. Keep firing. Come on, spam the turrets. Make with the spamming. More missiles also. Missiles, spams, beams. Get it all out there. Now we're starting to cut into it a little bit. Keep them. Holy crap! This thing has a ton of health. Just this is gonna take forever. As long as we can stay on this side of it, we should be okay. What? Why is the threat level suddenly higher? Someone please explain this to me. Yeah, I know the ordnance is low. I fired most of it, Trell. Thanks for the... I mean, appreciate the tip and the continual feedback of information of shit I already know. You and I need to have, like, a priority discussion here about things that are sort of need-to-know information, Trell. Like, shit that is painfully obvious to me, you really probably shouldn't feel compelled to tell me over and over. I'm sure there's got to be, like, a readout or a display or something that shows me the amount of ordnance that's left available in launchers. I probably don't need constant verbal reminders as well. I'm getting hit from two sides. I should have taken a lesson from Hitler, like so many things in the Rebel Galaxy, and learn not to engage in a two-front war. I really need to turn faster, ship. Got to get back on this side where it's got damaged. I don't want to have to punch through the shields again. Got the engines. Also, this does present an undamaged side to the enemy, which is good, because it's fucking pounding us like we're the sort of target or the du jour in a gangbang porn. We're really getting railed here. More missiles, please. That may be the last of my missiles. Is it dead? Thank Christ.
There she goes. Down for the count.
Yeah, you know what, Koufax? Not fucking worth it.
These containers. Some good stuff in there.
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that. I'm guessing, Koufax, there ain't shit. We got a whole shitload of cash, though. And we have made it to rank 5 as a mercenary guild.
Mission complete.
Mark 5 neutron beams. Alright, well, I really would have loved to have salvaged those, like, I don't know, last episode, maybe when I bought Mark 5 neutron beams. Would have been nice. Just saying.
Engines at maximum.
Would have been fantastic, in fact. I appreciate the help, Kofax, and if nothing else, we can sell those neutron beams for a ridiculous
Collision
fortune.
warning.
Mark IV tachyon cannon, which is not really useful at all. Are there any more of these cargo containers, or have I looted them all? I mean, there's one right here, but does it have anything in it?
Collision warning.
Anything else that I missed? Some bio waste. Well, I'll be sure and pick that up. Love me some bio waste. More munitions. Intellectual property is actually at least worth taking.
Accelerating to sublight.
What else we got over here? Cargo, munitions, more munitions. Is that a cargo container over there? Nope, it's a
Exiting
friendly.
sublight.
Hey, Instant Crusher! Watch the paint job, Crusher. Do you mind? We're having not a fantastic day here in the Rebel Galaxy. This turned out to be much more difficult than we expected. It took way longer. We fired through an entire
Collision warning.
ordnance bay worth of ordnance. We didn't exactly get a huge fucking windfall of loot. I mean, the Mark V neutron beams are really nice, but we already had them, so it sort of defeats the purpose. Yeah, there's nothing else out here. Let's beat it. I'm a little
Sublight
disappointed
boosters
then.
depleted.
Where's the closest station? Right here? Alright, good. I'm going to it then. Let's go get rid of these Mark V neutrons, and, I mean, at least at a minimum, we should be able to make some decent cash off of the items that we found. We also got a pretty respectable payday for just completing the mission itself. Did we just find Santa's belt? Oh, the myth is real, folks. It's not, your parents weren't actually lying to you. Santa is real, and I have proof, because I just found the man's belt. I have Santa's belt in all of its shiny brass buckled blackness with, you know, boots and shit to match. I fired $5 grand worth of missiles. And needed $6 grand worth of repairs. You know, $6 grand worth of repairs is actually not terrible. That ship is junk. Serville, oh, Merchants Guild. That's got a lot of broadsides, respectable number of turrets. I mean, I guess it's okay. It's not fantastic. It's expensive as shit. What's the Deep Horizon? Straight up trash, that's what it is. So the Merchants Guild ships are real unimpressive. I'm assuming they're mostly designed for, like, hauling cargo. That's what merchants typically are going to do in a game like Rebel Galaxy. These I just want out of my hold. Munitions, similarly. Stuff that's not really worth a whole lot. I have no particular qualms about just sort of tossing overboard. Narco Cola I'm going to get rid of because they'll buy it here. I don't know why I even have bio waste. They won't buy it. Pure water I don't want to sell. Live organs are worth too much to just throw overboard. I don't want to jettison space slaves because it always makes me feel like a scumbag. I mean, I know I'm a scumbag in the Rebel Galaxy, but that doesn't mean I want to just slaughter innocent slaves. They didn't do anything. I can't let them go. The Rebel Galaxy just won't let me do that. Let's check out our surplus. We got a Mark IV swarm turret, which is sort of trash. Mark IV tachyon cannon. It's 270 grand. And some Mark V neutron beams, which sell straight up for 1 million credits. Wow. So that's like our most profitable mission to date then. And if they have, okay, if they have, they don't have slamjet boosters. I was really hoping we might find a place that has some better slamjet boosters. And now that we've got this superb windfall of cash, we really should, I beg your pardon? I auto-docked instead of flying past the station. All right, well, I mean, I want to fault the station for being sort of stupid about that, but they do know Wesley Crusher is at the helm, and I have to guess that probably they're just like, nope, Crusher's going to hit the station. That clearly means he wants to dock. The guy's trying to ram us. He wants to dock. Just tractor him in. Don't let him hit the station. He's done that like 50 times now. We're tired of paying the repair bills. The paint on the outside of the station is, I mean, it's a special blend specifically designed to shield us from harmful radiation. And every time Instant Crusher slams a ship into it and scrapes a bunch of that shit off, we're gonna pay somebody to go out there and patch up the paint job, and that shit ain't cheap.
Exiting sublight.
Let's see if they've got, I really would like to get a new booster, if possible. And since I have a screaming abundance of cash at the moment, it seems like now's the time to maybe do a little bit of ship upgrading. So let's get that out of the way.
Docking.
If you've got a good booster, I will take it. I will take it off your hands. The rest of the cash, I think we're probably going to save for defensive upgrades, because we could get most of our defensive shit out of the way with 1.8 million credits. We're going to be able to take care of most of it. So, equipment bay, components. What have you got here for the boosters? We could go for the Mark V Slamjet that costs $1 million. Is there a Mark IV Slamjet? Yeah. What's the difference in speed is not huge. What have we got currently? 160, 300 meters per second. This thing recharges fast as shit. What's the Mark V? Way faster. It lasts longer. And a 3-second, it's real good. I mean, will be really, really fast. Do I want to spend 1,000,000 credits on that, though? Kinda don't. We could straight up upgrade our engines to the Mark V for 400 grand. Let's take a look at defensive stuff. Mark V hull, 675 grand. Doubles our available hull strength. I think we just, yeah, that's a definitive pickup. As long as this place has a Mark V, I don't really care where I buy it. Mark V shields, more than double what we get from our Mark IVs. Yeah, so again, definitive pickup. Yeah, let's get rid of the old shields. It's fine. I don't really, I mean, what am I supposed to keep them for nostalgia reasons? It's not like I'm particularly attached to my old shields. We don't have a history or anything. Be like, oh, I can remember when I first bought that old set of shields there. I was just a young college lad, naive to the ways of the world, and that shield setting really opened my eyes to sort of the way of the galaxy. That shield made me a woman, and I'll never forget its tender, loving touch. Yeah, I mean, the shields and I don't really have that kind of relationship. We don't, so I'm getting rid of it. I'm getting much better shields and a bigger booster. We'll take the Mark IV. It's good enough. It's not fantastic, but it is a significant upgrade. That also has completely eradicated our entire supply of cash, but I feel considerably stronger now with Mark V armor, shields, and deflector. I did buy the deflector, right?
Stalking.
I'm going to double check, because the deflector is probably the most important defensive upgrade, and if I wind up buying a booster instead of a deflector, I'm going to be kicking myself. Nope, I did. So we're Mark V across the board. Now it's just time to upgrade to Mark V weapons. That should be interesting. Let's take a look at what we've done to our next story mission rating. We've brought it down to average. All right, let's go handle this then.
Accelerating to
It's only 1,000 space miles away. I'm still assuming that SM, of course, stands for space miles. I mean, we got... Oh, that's a jump. It's 1,000 space miles to the jump gate. That makes me a little something. 1,000 space miles to the jump gate. How many jump gates do I have to go through? If we have to go through like 1 trillion jump gates, I'm just going to say screw it. And we'll pick up this mission next time. But now that we have reduced it down to average, the game gets really framey when we go through a jump gate. Really framey. Alright, so no more jump gates. We're 2,000 space miles from our target. Let's go handle this shit then. Alright, Trell. Let's get you another chunk of whatever the shit it is you are so you can go back to doing whatever the hell it was you were doing before I put you on my ship. Which was what, by the way, Trell? I mean, you've been not really forthcoming about your whole past, Trell. It's you know, I gotta admit, it's making me a little uncomfortable. Yeah, well, Miss Trader, I mean, if I'm gonna fight a red threat level, I guess I'd rather do it while you're around, so... That seems useful. Man, this Glitz Bomber... One, it's got the glitz, you gotta admit. These Greel ships, they do bring the glitz. I mean, they're flashy. They looking good. We should maybe consider picking up another Merc, too. I feel a little bad about getting Sparrow killed. I mean, that's a thing that we did. Don't get me wrong. Trell is dead, or Sparrow is dead, and it's our fault. We killed her. I mean, technically it said she ejected, but we all know she didn't survive, because those scumbags shot the pods. We know they shot the pods, because if it had been me, I would have shot the pods. So I'm just going to assume that everyone else is at least as big of a scumbag as I am, if not bigger. We haven't met a lot of good people in the Rebel Galaxy. This was not actually the mission. This was what, like a distress beacon that was in the way? Alright, well, that's cheaty. Well, congratulations, citizen. I mean, you got rescued by accident, so bully. Off we go, then. I have slammed into whatever it was I was coming to visit.
That
Rufus
merchant vessel
Teague.
appears to be carrying the reliquary fragment. Perhaps we should initiate contact.
I'm gonna guess I won't have a choice, Trell, so... What a surprise. No choice.
Hey, friend.
Thanks, Railroad Plot.
How's business treating you? Name's Teague. Rufus Teague. What brings you to this dark corner of the system?
I don't know, Rufus, but you may be the one person I've met capable of looking me in the eyes, other than Sparrow. Actually, what is it? The female models aren't cockeyed as shit. Everyone else is cockeyed as fuck, except for Rufus Teague here, who's only maybe slightly off. Anyway. To tell the truth, I'm looking for something. Yeah. I guess I'm looking for something.
Happy to make a deal. I've got
Meteoric
some med
diamonds,
supplies, some meteoric
Narco
diamonds.
Cola.
Very Nice. Oh,
Yeah, I don't really need any of that shit. In fact, I routinely refuse to pick that stuff up after I've blown up someone carrying it. Like yourself, for instance, Teague.
Sorry, friend, but it's not for sale.
Yeah, nothing's for sale in the Rebel Galaxy because people here hate money. It's all fucking the barter system and tit-for-tat trades.
Look,
So just tell me what it is you
money
actually want,
ain't
Rufus.
gonna do it.
Is it my sweet ass?
Tell
I'll
you
give you my
what,
sweet ass. If you
I'm
want the
making
sweet
a
ass, I'll bend over and
dangerous
get it. If it
run.
gets Trell off my ship,
Tell.
I'll suffer any
Blockade around
indignity
that
at this point. I don't
station.
care.
Nasty business, local trouble. You escort me there and punch through that mess for me, then we got a deal.
You know what? Fuck it. I don't
think
have time
that's
for this. I'm
work
just gonna
out
murder
for
you.
me. Go to
I'm just gonna straight up murder you, Teague.
bad mistake, friend.
I don't have time for your nonsense and shenanigans. I offered you money. You know what you should have done? You should have just taken the fucking money.
Target locked.
You should have just said, you know what? Yeah, money is acceptable. I will take cash. This is acceptable to me. Give to me your cash and take from me my device that I don't necessarily want. And instead, I'm fighting this militia advanced destroyer, which doesn't really appear to be that
Prepare
advanced.
to open fire.
Oh, great. There's more ships coming in.
Collision warning.
This is the thing I'm supposed to be killing, right? I'm hoping. Well, it's exploded. Or should be. Oh, there we go. Oh, this is really going to tick off the militia. They're going to hate me in this system. I hate me, too. I mean, at this point, they're right to hate me. I deserve their hate. I honestly feel that I deserve it.
Deflectors defeated.
Yeah, they are. We need to kind of buy some time here. Let's get a little space for
Collision
me.
warning.
You gonna shoot me in the butt? I mean, I offered the ass to Rufus Teague. He didn't seem to give a shit.
Missiles inbound.
Tried to give Rufus a shot at the ass. I said, "Hey, you want some of my delicious ass?" And he was like, "Nope. I want you to do something reprehensible, probably involving civilian casualties." And for once, I kind of feel like I took the high road on this one.
Nebula interference detected.
Yeah, nebular interference, blah blah blah. Keep firing the damn guns.
Systems critical.
Yeah, you're done, son. See? There you go. Exploded. Where's Teague, by the way? Oh, this militia Punisher's just gonna get melted. You are not up to snuff, sir. You have no business tangling with the likes of me. I will destroy you. I will bury you. Now, whole breaches on all decks.
Missiles inbound.
There's no decks left. You're just dead. Where's McTeague? Teague, where did you go? You scumbag. You trying to just fly away, you piece of shit? You don't call down the wrath of the militia on me and then just fly away. I offered you the sweet, delicious ass. You fucking spurned me, Teague. You gotta die. You gotta pay. Nobody spurns Perfidious Pete. That's just not the way this shit works. I mean, pretty much everybody spurns me. It doesn't mean I can't be salty about it. And when you have something to want, I will kill you for it. So, yeah, if you could explode, that'd be fantastic. Thank you for exploding. I appreciate it. Where's my thing? Reliquary piece. Yeah, there we go. But sincerely, I do kind of feel like I took the high road on this one. We still have a militia destroyer out here.
Mission complete.
Yeah, mission's complete. I don't necessarily have to kill this, but they started it. Trell, if you give me a minute, please. I'm sort of got a thing going here.
Collision warning.
Yeah, let's give a moment for our shields to recharge. They're back.
With the addition of
Do you
this
mind,
first
Trell?
fragment,
Did I not just
I
ask
know
you
it's
for a
reaching
moment?
Full coherence. This is a profound relief.
Yeah, so you can remember all of the awful genocidal shit that you've done? That's fantastic.
It is difficult to say for certain, but there cannot possibly be many more.
Good.
I have also made an interesting discovery.
Here's where we learn that Trell is Space Hitler.
The Viriacs we previously encountered play a significant role in many of my memories, although they were not always called by that name. The ship designs, pardon me, your Aunt Juno is contacting you on a private channel.
Yes, because this is fantastic, Trell. You interrupt me from the middle of a space battle for this ridiculous shit, and then you interrupt yourself interrupting me so that you can put Aunt Juno through in what I assume is a fucking conference call. This is exactly what I need right now.
Hey kid, we need to talk and soon. As if it's in person.
Yeah, Aunt Juno, I'm a little fucking busy at the moment. Would you mind?
Make it here as soon as possible.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll be there when I get a moment. Again, little fucking busy at the moment, Aunt Juno. I got a militia destroyer crawling inside my ass. And, I gotta say, I was hoping it would be Rufus Teague. I mean, I kinda like the cut of his jib, but he didn't want to have anything to do with my ass, even though I offered him the sweetness. He He spurned me, and I was forced to destroy him.
Accelerating the
So I gotta
sublight.
beat Juno at Guanju. I'm in no real rush to do that. In fact, the only thing I'm kind of in a rush to do is wrap this episode up. So let's get headed to the closest station here.
Exiting sublight.
I'll take data cubes. Why not? Speaking of which, how are the new slam jet boosters doing? They appear to make us go
Accelerating to
quick.
sublight. Nebula interference detected.
Did I actually cargo with that? I think I did. I don't know, it's going so fast thanks to these new slam jets of mine. I may be overstating the case of the slam jet. I honestly can't really feel the difference between the Mark IV and the Mark I. It doesn't feel that much faster. Alright, Instant Crusher. Ram us into a Mata station. Full speed ahead. Nicely done, Instant Crusher. Well, there you go. There's the difference. The new slam jets are fast enough that they allow Instant Crusher to smash us into the side of a building before they can even auto-dock us. So, yeah, got that going for it. We need any repairs? Do I need repairs? Apparently not. Alright, well, let's get rid of our garbage then. And by which I mean these data cubes. They won't take my slaves. I don't want to sell the gold because it's well below market value. Nobody will take bio away, so I'm going to have to throw that shit overboard. Good price for grill whiskey. We'll get rid of that. I'll get rid of the pure water. 20 grand is acceptable. They don't want to buy my live organs. Come on, man. You don't want my organs? What are you saying? My organs aren't good enough for you just because I'm a scummy space pirate? Ah, discriminating shoppers, I guess. All right, well, let's head to the bar because Papa Pete really could use a fucking drink here.
Take a seat, friend. What's on your mind?
You know what's on my mind is that you look hauntingly like Rufus Teague, a man who just spurned my offer of love, and I gotta say, I killed him. Yeah, when he spurned me, I murdered him for it. Sure, I mean, the reliquary piece was a convenient excuse, but honestly, bartender friend, I murdered him because he rejected my romantic advances. And I don't feel guilty about it. What does that say about me? Probably nothing good. You know what else it says? This one's over. So pour me a drink, bartender. I'm going to wrap it up. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot. And if you'd like to see me get spurned on a regular basis, you might consider subscribing as well, because it happens pretty much every time I meet someone. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.